Hey guys, good morning. It's Becky Bamboo. Today is Tuesday, March 22nd, 2011. I wanted to do an update. I had a pretty hard workout day yesterday. I decided to get up yesterday morning and get on my bike, and I ended up riding like I don't remember, 9.25 miles maybe. I'll look it up just to give you the official numbers, I guess. Calendar. Yesterday. Yeah. 9.65. So a little over 9.5 miles. And so I really enjoyed that ride. It was pretty nice to just get out and I was by myself. It was relatively early, so there wasn't a lot going on. Really, on the trails. There was a few people out, but it was mainly just me, and it was just really nice, sunny, um, warm. It just felt really good. So I had done 7 miles the day before, and I decided to push it. I was kind of shooting to do 10, but kind of where I got out to, I got to a place where I just thought was a good turnaround point rather than going further. So I turned around and I was a little bit short, but no, I think, hold on, no, I lied, 9.26, so 9.25 miles. So anyway, I was 3/4 of a mile short of what I kind of had set out to do, but that was fine. I still rode for like 52 minutes, so I think I burned 711 calories or something during that ride, and I thought that was pretty good. So I came home and rested a little bit, and then took the dog out for a nice long walk yesterday afternoon. And I mean, it was gorgeous here yesterday, sunny and 82, which is like our normals for this time of year are like in the 50s, mid 50s. So 82 is a treat, and we've had like the last 3 days have been really warm like that. So it's been quite a treat um, to have like above normal temperatures. I'm getting out, and I'm actually, you can't really tell in my videos, but I'm getting some sun. My husband said last night, he's like, damn, you're getting a tan. What the heck? I was like, I know, right? And I don't tan, as you guys know. I usually just burn. So maybe I'm just being out in the sun long enough to get a little bit of color. But it just feels good to get outside and move and do something different. Um, so then last night, my husband got home from work in the afternoon, and um, we still had a couple hours of daylight left. And he said, "Well, I want to go out and do something. Maybe I'll go run. You want to go run with me?" I'm like, "Well, I just biked 9 miles plus walked, so nah, I don't really feel like running tonight." And he's like, "Okay." And then he sat there for a while. He's like, "You know what? I think I just want to go ride my bike." I'm like, "Okay." He's like, "Would you come do that?" I'm like, "Yeah, I probably would go for another ride." And I'm like, "Well, how long are you going to ride?" He's like, "I don't know. I might do this loop." And I knew the loop was like 10 miles itself. And then there's extra miles to get to and from where we live to the loop. And I said, okay. So I rode another 12, I don't even remember now, 12.3, maybe 12.4 miles with him last night. So I ended up riding like 21.5 miles yesterday. Um, the loop we did was pretty good. There was a 3 mile stretch in there. You kind of take one trail and then you turn on another trail and then you come back on another trail. So um, it's just like a trail loop basically. But one of the trails that we took is an old trail, and it's in really crummy shape, and it's not nice and smooth, and it looks like it's been paved way back when, but then the pavement all like collapsed and stuff, and then it looks like they came back and tried to like oil and chip it, so it's got like loose gravel, and it's just not a pleasant ride. And I have kind of big knobby tires because I have a mountain bike, and so you get a lot of resistance on like rough terrain like that. You don't get a nice smooth roll. And so I had to work really hard those 3 miles. It was uphill, and my legs were on fire. Of course, I was tired anyway because I had already done all this exercise earlier in the day. Um, so those 3 miles were kind of miserable for me. But once we got through those, the whole rest of the loop is really, really nice and smooth, and I didn't have to work super duper hard to keep moving. Um, and so anyway, we did that, and I think it took us an hour and just over an hour and 15 minutes or something like that, to do the 12 plus miles, 12.4 miles. So it was a nice ride. We just, it wasn't a fast pace. We just kind of chatted through most of the ride, and we were kind of talking about how lucky we are where we live, how we have access to all this stuff to do. That it's a shame that until now we've never taken advantage of. We've never taken advantage of the bike trails. My husband used to ride some of them when he was in college, to get to and from places rather than drive. I rode them some about 6 years ago, just kind of thinking, oh, it might be fun to get back into riding my bike and blah, blah, blah. And I was still pretty heavy at that time. And to be honest about it, looking back now, like I was very uncomfortable doing it, but I was doing it anyway. So it's a lot different now. I mean, I feel really comfortable on my bike. I'm not having any trouble. The seat that I bought last year, I bought a nice big wide seat that has helped tremendously. So, last year I was really wanting a new bicycle. I was really wanting to get a different style bicycle, more of like a comfort bike rather than a mountain bike, and thinking how much better that would be. But I think really ultimately it's about being a lighter weight than anything, because from fall to spring, whatever I've lost has been a pretty significant amount, and it definitely is. It makes a huge difference being on my bike, because I've ridden I rode last week on Thursday, and then Sunday and Monday this week I rode both days. So and my butt's really, I mean, it's a little bit sore, but it's not bad. I'm definitely adjusting. And even last night I was on ride number 2. I was thinking I was gonna have problems going very far because I thought my butt would really be bothering me, but to be perfectly honest, it really didn't. So I think it's all in the weight, really, with biking. We're talking to a guy at a bike store recently, and my husband was kind of asking some questions about, like, how do you really fit people for bikes, and is it based on height or is it based on weight? And he said really weight has nothing to do with it. It's more like your height to get like the correct frame size and everything that you need. But I just was thinking to myself, I'm like, weight has a lot to do with riding a bicycle, because last fall when we rode, I was still very heavy, a lot heavier than I am now. I mean, I'm still very heavy, but a lot heavier than I am now. And I rode 5 miles and felt like I was going to die. And I rode 21 and a half miles yesterday. And I could have done more had I needed to. And that was the interesting thing that my husband commented on last night was, as we were riding, and we were riding on this section that sucked so bad for me. He has kind of like street tires, so he could just kind of roll. He didn't have to like really work and pedal hard the whole time. He's like, I see how hard you're pedaling, and I see how hard this is for you. And he's like, what gets me is that last year you would have stopped and would have walked this whole section. You would have wanted to walk this whole section, or you would have wanted to turn around and go back. He's like, but you on the inside is what's so different, that you mentally know, I can push through this. I can make my body go. I can keep pedaling this bike. I can do it. He's like, that's what amazes me more than anything. It's just that you have like a different kind of connection with your body now, that you're going to push yourself, and you're not afraid to challenge what your mind might think you can do, or that you don't get to this point where it's hard and you want to give up. He's like, you get to this point where it's hard, and you got to work harder to get through it. And so I'm just really proud of you. Like, you just come so far. So I thought that was it was just so nice. And he's been by my side every step of the way through this journey. And I think he above anybody is the one that can appreciate all of the work that I have put into this, and all the training to be able to run my 5K, and now getting into something new and enjoying biking, which is something that I used to really like doing, and is something that he really loves to do. I think the thing is with biking that's going to really be a grabber for me more than just me enjoying it is that it's something that he really likes to do, and it's something that we can do together. Um, there's not a lot of workouts that we can do together. I mean, if we run, he can't run at my pace and I can't run at his pace. So it's kind of every man for himself with running. Walking is even kind of the same way. I mean, I can walk a lot faster now than I could 9 months ago, but he still has to walk slower because, I mean, he's 6'4", so he's got a really long stride, and I basically have to run to keep up with him at his full-on walk. And so, I mean, even things like that are not as enjoyable for him or for me. Now, on the bike, he has to go a little slower for me, but it's, like it's a leisure pace for him, and it's a kind of a workout for me, which is fine. But he also knows that the more we do it, the more that's going to change to where we're going to be able to go faster and get more into what he wants to be able to do in terms of like distance. I'm sure he could probably ride twice as far as we did last night in the same amount of time. I just can't. I physically can't do that yet. So, but he's doing, like, he's awesome with me at just saying whatever pace you want to go is what we're gonna go. I'm out here to enjoy this and be with you, and that's what it's about. So we really enjoyed our ride last night. So I wanted to share it with you guys because it's fun. I don't know. It's really fun to have all these things that we've kind of starting to figure out that we can do together, and that we have at our disposal that are free to us. I mean, we have miles and miles, hundreds of miles of bike trails, and it doesn't cost you anything to use them. It just takes your time to get out and get on them. And it was kind of a fun realization yesterday when we were riding, and just said, we've had all of this at our disposal for all these years that we've lived here. We've never taken advantage of them, and it's so nice that we are, because it's something that both of us are enjoying doing. So I don't know. It was a really pleasurable night, to say the least. So anyway, today is going to be like 80 degrees again today, and we're supposed to get storms this evening. So I have a decision to make today. I have to decide, do I want to walk or bike or run or whatever, because obviously I want to take advantage of the good weather. I'm loving this good weather, loving being outside, in the fresh air, in the sunshine. Feels so good to be out and about. Definitely not getting tired of it. That's all I can say. I could have 82 degrees every day and be a happy camper. I will say, even when I was out walking yesterday, 82 is kind of hot. Like, it gets hot. I had on capris and a tank top, and I thought, dang, it's actually like hot today. I hate to say it, but it's like hot. And so I think it's interesting, but so it makes me question, like, if 82 is hot, am I going to be dying this summer again? Summer and me have never been friends. Like, I always get sick from being overheated and stuff. And I keep hoping that because I'm so much smaller that won't happen this year. But who knows? I guess we'll find out. But so anyway, I need to decide on what I want to do today. My butt's sore. My legs are sore from all the biking. So I'm not sure if I should bike or not, and really I should run today. But I'm also thinking my legs are sore, so how effective is my run going to be? So I don't know. I've got some things to think about, I guess, with working out today. Really would do me good to get out and run. I haven't run since last week, last Wednesday. I've kind of been getting off the running thing for this last 2 weeks. I've been doing long runs, but I haven't been doing them frequently. I don't think that it's good on my body to do, a 3-mile run multiple days a week. at least not right now, because I know even after my 3 mile run, the next day my knee definitely kind of is sore and stuff. So I'm trying to rest it in between and just pick other things to do. Knees not bothering me at all with biking, so that's kind of been a good substitution. I'm still burning a lot of calories, which is nice. Still, it's something I can do outside, and it's more than walking. I'm just so bored with walking. I think I did so much of that starting out that I'm just so over walking. Because I think the other thing is too, I would have to walk forever to really get a decent calorie burn, and I really I feel like my level of fitness is higher than that now, and I want to be doing something else basically. So I don't know, like how often do you guys do long runs in a week? That's kind of the big question I have. And if you do a long run, do you do a couple short runs throughout the week too, or is like running one long time a week enough to kind of keep you in the running game? Um, I want to keep up my running enough that I can for sure get through my 5K in May, but I still want to be able to, go out and run beyond that. I've said, I enjoy running, so I want to be able to do that beyond that. But I'm not sure I want to be confined to like running specifically 3 days a week. I want to have the flexibility of, if I feel like getting out on my bike, I can get out on my bike and not have to feel guilty that I didn't go run. And that's kind of what I'm at this week. Like I'm really enjoying my bike, and I don't want to, like, I'm almost feeling guilty because I haven't been running, and I don't want it to be like that, but I also don't want to be running so little that I can't really keep up, keep building on what I've already built on. So some of you probably know the answer to that, and I would love, love, love if you could give me some of your thoughts on how frequently do you really need to run in a week to keep up your, I don't know, where you're at in your running. I can run a 5K now, so I'm comfortable knowing that I can do that, but I don't want to like be running once a week for the next, month and a half because I'm enjoying my bike, and then get to the 5K and not be able to run it. That's what I don't want to have happen. So I'm trying to find the balance of, do I need to run once a week, twice a week, whatever, just so I can kind of try to figure out how to put it all in and make it work. I don't know what it is about my bike, but I'm just loving it right now. That's my thing right now. I don't know about anybody else, but I get really kind of bored from time to time with things, like bored with walking, bored with swimming, running. I mean, I just, like, every now and then I got to switch it up and do something different that's fun and exciting for a few weeks, and then I kind of fade out of that and we'll go back into something else. So right now, like, biking is new and fun, and I'm I think what it is that I can go so much further distance wise on these trails that I'm really able to explore what's out there, and where does this go, and where will this take me. And if I wanted to ride to the store, which trail is the one that I would want to take, and things like that. So anyway, just some thoughts running through my head. I know I have thoughts, like, I have random thoughts like all the time, don't I? I think that's even more so since I'm not working. I think I just have too much time on my hands to spend doing whatever, like thinking about stupid stuff because I have nothing like normal to think about. So on the job front, applied for 5 more jobs yesterday. Already heard back on a couple of them that are no's. I'm so frustrated with this, just so unbelievably frustrated. I still have lots of jobs that I'm under consideration for. I don't know. We'll see how long this goes. God, it's been, this is March, so January to February, 2 months. It's been just over 2 months of unemployment now. It sucks. It really sucks. You get so used to your lifestyle, and your lifestyle is based so much on your money and what you make and everything. And we made good money, and we spent a lot of money too on frivolous things and clothes and whatever stuff. And so now it's really kind of hard to be in a situation where we're like strapped for money. I would love to be able to get rid of a car, but can't really do that. So it's just a bad situation. It's so hard, and I know so many of you have been in it or are currently in the same situation as me, and it's just so frustrating. And I know there's a lot of you out there who have been unemployed for way longer than just 2 months. So I keep thinking I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I guess this is what I'm doing to get through. I'm spending my days working out and um, trying to be busy and active. And the downside is like when you have no money to spend, there's only so much you can do. Like I'd love to go play golf today, but I can't really do that because it's too expensive. And it's just, there's a lot of things. I could go shopping and have a fine time and waste an entire day, shopping at the mall, but with no money, that's not really all that fun. So, anyway, you guys all know, what I'm talking about. So I'm frustrated. I just want somebody to give me an opportunity to prove that I am worth their time. And thus far, nobody is giving me that chance. Nobody is even willing to come and have me come in and meet with them. And I really, really feel like if somebody would just give me an interview, I could lock it down as long as it was a full-time job. I still haven't heard back from that other agency, that wacko agency. I don't know what's going on with them. I think that maybe is a good sign to stay away from it, that they're wacko. It's whack. The whole deal is wacko. I don't know what's going on. Who knows? Maybe they're never going to call me back. I don't have a clue. Yeah. So, okay, I've rambled on long enough. Lots of good stuff going on in my life. Some things missing. Good exercise going on. Happy in my weight loss surgery journey. Kind of at a standstill with my weight this week. I'm going to be cheating this week on my weekly weighing, and I actually am going to be weighing probably almost every day because I want to see if I can get that scale to move, and what do I do in any day to get it to move. And it did move. I got on this morning and it did move. So I think it's all in the eating. I really do. I think, I'm burning all these calories, and I really think that if you just snack and overeat, then you blow it all. You just blow it all. So trying to stay on track and focus this week, and I think just checking the scale every day is going to help me do that and help me kind of think to myself, okay, you're headed in the right direction. Don't need to snack today. Portion control is important, and blah 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 blah. So that's my goal for this week, is being back on track. I would really like to see the scale move about 5 pounds this week. At least 4. I prefer 5. What I want is to be 259, to be under 260. That's why the 5. 4 would be fine. 260 would be great. I would be happy with 1, basically. After a 0, you're kind of like anything, it'd be fine with me. But I would really, really like to see a big number this week. It's been a while since I've had a really, really big number. So I guess it's been a couple weeks since I had a 5. So anyway, love to see, I just want to knock it out of the park this week. I just have that kind of drive, which is kind of the good thing about getting a 0 on the scale, is it kind of makes you kick it into gear a little harder, work out a little bit more and eat a little bit less and all that good stuff. So anyway, that's it for me. I hope you guys have a great day. The runners, please, if you could answer my running questions, I would appreciate it. So that's it. See you guys. Bye.